how much risk did you have to take in order to get the return? So let's say that if it's July and you're standing outside Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas and you're selling ice cream, you took some risk to buy the ice cream. Maybe you're not going to be able to sell it, but more likely than not, you're going to be able to sell the ice cream and you're going to get a return. Meanwhile, the other guy walks into Caesar's Palace and puts $10,000 on roulette. And so if you sold $10,000 of ice cream or if you made $10,000 selling ice cream and the guy that put it on roulette, made $10,000 playing roulette, you guys made the same return, but who took more risk, right? The guy outside selling ice cream in 100-degree weather probably didn't take that much risk, whereas the guy who went and put it all on roulette, he took a lot of risk. And so think of that as standard deviation. Or that's a very simplified way of saying it, but the point is a risk-adjusted return. When I start talking about standard deviation, I'm talking about risk-adjusted returns. And I'll stay with this Las Vegas example. When Evel Knievel back in the 70s, he tried to jump his motorcycle over the fountains at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. And he got his motorcycle out there and he ran. He hit the ramp and he flew over and he crashed, broke every bone in his body, right? And, I think he spent 9 months in the hospital. A good friend of mine, his dad actually grew up with Evel Knievel in Butte, Montana. So I've heard that story on a few different occasions. But, and then I think it was 30 years later, Robbie Knievel, his son, did the same jump. And he jumped over and he landed and, got all the accolades and was fine and probably went out and partied that night. The point is they both took the same amount of risk, right? One of them was successful and one of them wasn't. But just because Robbie Knievel landed the jump doesn't mean he didn't take an incredible amount of risk. He was successful, and so people don't think, when you're successful, people don't think of the risk. They only think of the risk when the crash happens. But the truth is the same amount of risk was taken on both jumps. It's just that one came out successful and the other one didn't.